We are here again, y'all, for another dope evening and episode of the Socially Charged, Debatable, and Dope Privilege Show with two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. I'm talking about Cecily, Jamelia, and Isaac Hayes.
Hey, what up?
Isaac Hayes at this point.
What up?
You can change Instagram name so many times.
I don't know. Hey, I done changed so much.
I think you got the right one this time. I think this is the right one.
You think it's the right one?
Yeah, comedian. Is it comedian or Isaac got joke?
Listen, I don't even know no more. I done changed so much. I follow.
Got jokes. Y'all go follow because he stay with the jokes.
Right.
Stay with some. Stay with some.
If you guys haven't already tuned in to our previous episode, we got into a few things last week. This week we're getting into some additional things. We're not gonna give y'all too much, but one thing that I wanted to chat about was I woke up this morning and I saw that news of that Surfside Miami Condominium caving in, yo.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
It's unfortunate, right?
That's very sad and tragic. I mean, listen, man, like all jokes aside, all podcasts aside, I mean, this is a terrible tragedy for anyone involved in it. You know what I mean? My heart goes out to all the families.
I understand where you're coming from.
No, seriously, like my heart goes out to all the families. Like, this is, like, that's serious. You know what I mean? And they're still looking for people. Like, what? 90 people haven't been found yet? Yeah. 90 people or whatever?
No, I want to say, is it up to 90 now?
I heard it was 99.
It was 50, 92, 1 is more than enough. So
it's
I
sad.
want to say that it's more than enough, but
right.
Think about living in areas like when I was in North Hollywood for a bit, in those big buildings, those high rises. It's like, it could have been any one of us, and to think that it happened in the midst of the night where these people were just peacefully sleeping.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe head to the refrigerator for a snack, and then all of a sudden your floor caved. It's some scary shit.
Right.
To be honest, some very, very scary shit.
They said the building was built in the 80s, which you would think that it would be retrofitted and it would be, it would be a safe building. And they did say that 99 people are not accounted for, but 102 people are. So
that's good, And I was gonna make a joke about the 80s, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm leaving it alone, all together, because it's not funny in any way. You know what I mean? It's just not funny. So
it's not. No, it's not. But to your point, Jojo, like I'm from Sacramento. We don't have any active fault lines there, but we do feel like we felt the big earthquake in San Francisco. Like I was walking home and I felt that. So we do get a little something, but we don't have anything like any major earthquake potential. I do think about that living in these apartments in Los Angeles. Like, what would happen if? What would I do first? You know what I mean? Like, I always have those little flash moments. They randomly come to me, and I'm like, what if right now was the time? Like, what would you do? Who would you grab? Where would you go? That's something that's always looming in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So it was an earthquake that happened? I don't know.
No. But I'm just thinking, like, what? Yeah.
There was one yesterday in Englewood, right?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, like, I never grew up thinking like something like that could happen, because that could definitely be a cause. I don't know what the reason. I'm assuming that there was something faulty that happened. We'll find out later. But just to bring it to something closer that we can relate to, being here in Los Angeles, like, do you guys have those thoughts about buildings?
I do. There was one yesterday in Englewood. Do you guys know that? Like a 3.2? At 5:03 yesterday, there was an earthquake. Like in the Inglewood area, a 3.2. I was driving, I didn't feel it. But I mean, I was here for a big earthquake, and it can be very scary. It's what, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, there was one that was rolling for like a minute. Like, it was like, yo, I'm getting worried now. I'm getting a little worried now. It's still rolling. It was kind of small, but it was rolling.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was in the middle of the night, right?
Yes.
Now, for those of you who do not live in Los Angeles, I've had a lot of people assess, from my experience doing Lyft and stuff back then. I would have a lot of people, when we would have conversations, and they would talk to me about how a few of them were involved in the Northridge earthquake.
Oh,
Took the malls down and the freeways collapsed. I'm like, what type of
Yeah.
The whole
we're living here, beautiful state, beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, beautiful everything, a lot of things. But one thing that is scary, I have to agree with you, Seth, is never knowing when an earthquake is going to pop up. You just never know.
There's movies that have predicted that California will be an island, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you grew up, did you guys hear that it was gonna fall? California's gonna fall into the ocean,
Fall off.
Listen,
or
yeah,
LA at least, right?
because all California is on the fault line, right? And they say it's supposed to be any day now. Like they've been saying that for years.
They
But like
sure
a
have.
9.9, they're supposed to kill half of California. Like I'm ready to move.
I'm not
And then,
excited about that.
I'm actually ready to move because with my luck, like I won't make it. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get up out of here. So
You're lucky you won't make it.
that's why I was going to Georgia. But that fell through. So
I was gonna say that was the last update we got with you.
What kind
I was
of
going to
disasters
Georgia.
could happen in Georgia? They can do hurricanes, right?
Hurricanes, right? Tornadoes or hurricanes?
Yeah.
Hurricanes, tornadoes, or both.
A
I
shooting.
don't know. It's bad weather.
I think it's
Murders.
Murders, yeah.
Are you good now? Like 2 weeks out of 10?
Yeah.
People dying out here, man.
Speaking about, well, not dying, but in other news, Britney Spears, Hit Me One More Time, is now finally fighting for her freedom. For those who care, it's been reported that she broke her silence yesterday or a couple of days ago, saying that she wants to be free. She has some type of device in her body that's not allowing her to have kids, and that's a part of the conservatorship. And she feels like she's not living life. So a couple of months ago, even last year, Seth, I know you may know about it. Did you see the whole Free Britney movement or this?
I did.
Okay.
I watched
What's that about?
I followed. I mean, it's just really the whole movement is about her being controlled by her father. Her father pretty much controls her finances, and he is her guardian or whatever the word.
I'm sorry. How old is she?
Grown, super grown.
Yeah.
Super grown. Yeah. So like, I mean, she's had the issues with her children and not children, but the custody issues of the children. She does have, I think she does have visitation with her kids now.
Kevin Federline. With Kevin Federline?
That's sad.
You know what? Listen, man, I don't know her life, but I will say this. Once she got with that white black boy, it was a wrap for her. It was over for her.
That was Kevin Federline. Yeah.
I don't know, like, what happened.
Well, let's talk
but it just seemed like it all started to like.
Here's the thing. You got to watch this documentary because it really breaks down, like, how a Britney Spears could happen. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, she was the butt of so many jokes when she did go crazy. And I think that, even that thing with Justin Timberlake, like that right there, like she had the good girl image, she was a virgin, she's this and that. And they both had their images at the time. And he came out and supposedly broke his silence, but made a joke about alluding to having sex with her. And it turned her into, because she was kind of already trying to come out of the good girl image with the risque clothes and stuff. But when he said that, she became a tosser in everybody's eyes. And then the comedians went in on her.
Then they got together. Then they got together as a couple, right? Then he released
this is when they broke up.
Yeah.
This is when they broke up.
The Cry Me River. I was going to touch on that. I'm glad you said, Justin. Is he released that, and I'll let you go, Isaac. He released that Cry Me a River video, and that was low. The song was dope, but that was low.
He had a girl looking like her and made it seem like because they broke up. It was a horrible thing for all those people who were fans of both of them. And so he alluded to the fact that she was promiscuous and that she cheated on him. And people really bought into it. They really thought that she was this type of person. And mind you, at the same time, you had all these legislators and all these mom groups saying, we don't, she needs to put on some clothes. We shouldn't be, she should be a role model for kids. And she just wasn't strong enough to be like, I'm a grown-ass woman.
Right. I'm a grown-ass woman. And Justin, weren't you involved in a scandal with Janet Jackson and pulling the titty out at the Super Bowl? That was after that.
That was after that.
That's what I figured. Like, come on, Justin.
He apologized recently to both of them.
I'm sure he did apologize.
As he should.
As of now. I mean, come on, come on, man. I mean, I don't know.
It's not that he needs any type of. He didn't need. Well, let me say, I don't feel like he's doing it for any purposes. You know how they say, "Oh, he's doing it to get his new album."
I mean, maybe he is. Where's he at? Where's he at? Are you sure about that?
With he's having with Jessica.
No. Because Janet's career has never been the same. Let's be honest. We love her to death, but it's never been the same. That's a fact. He ripped her stuff, but we looked at her like she was the problem.
Justin and Britney and Janet got the raw deal messing with Justin.
Yes.
No,
so I honestly, Isaac, I agree with you, and I kind of feel like with the whole Me Too and how everybody's changing the whole viewpoint, the whole patriarchy. Yep. I think somebody was like, you know what, Justin, this could come back, just like an old tweet can ruin your life. Put a couple clips together, and this new generation could be like, wait a minute, y'all let that happen? Let's go get them.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think about that. That's good.
Exactly. To me, it's not genuine to me. You know what I mean? So, yes.
It's the timing.
Maybe
you said that because of the timing.
Maybe it is. I don't want to. I'm not in Justin's mind. I'm not with his PR crew, but seem a little bit fishy to me, though, personally.
It's too little too late for me. That's what it is for me. Like, too little too late. Yeah. Like, just you and God. We didn't need to know about it.
Right, exactly. I mean, you out here doing too much. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's free. The point of it all is the free.
I don't like. You know, I mean, one thing I don't condone is bashing women. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Like, we all got our problems. I'm not a big woman basher. So when something like that happens to me, I tend to lean towards the woman's side until I find out the actual truth of what's going on. And I just feel like the thing with Justin is just that's two incidents right there. Like, I don't look at the guy as a good guy. Sorry, Justin.
Let's take a listen. Yeah, and Justin, I love his music. Moving on.
Do you though?
Listen to. I do. I would consider myself a Justin Timberlake fan.
Justin sounds like every black man you heard out there. So
I like Bye Bye Bye. You didn't like Bye Bye Bye?
Justin sounds like every black dude you ever heard that sings pop music. Justin ain't nothing but a knockoff black dude.
Like Bye Bye Bye.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, and I don't care whether it be rock and roll, whether it be blues, whether it be jazz, whether it be R&B, whether it be hip hop. It's all black music.
You know that right, so?
And I've heard it all before Justin. I've heard it all before Eminem. I've heard it all before anybody who's done. I've heard it already. I'm just saying, like, listen, that's fine. Be part of the music. Don't be a vulture. Respect where it came from. Say who your inspirations are, and know where the music comes from, the culture it is, and then the respect is there. Like Eminem did. Eminem gave a lot of respect to hip hop and rap music.
Well, I feel Justin pays homage to Michael Jackson, which he, you know.
Oh, did he?
Anyway,
did he though?
This is not about Justin. Let's free.
It's it turned into it though. So it's turned to black and white thing away.
Our viewers are in line with both of you. Justin, Eric Restivo, thanks for joining. Said Justin is not the one. So
what up, Eric? What up, Eric?
Speaking about who's not the one, this was a song of mine back in the day, Trick Daddy featuring Trina. You don't know Nan. You know, we all bumped to that back in the day. Introduction.
We did.
Trick Daddy. Recently, it's been out that a video gone viral of him talking about how Beyonce can't sing and how Chris Brown is the new Michael Jackson. I mean, we've heard that over time through many people saying that, but let's take a listen to his clip, and you guys let me know what you think about it.
Okay.
Can she sing? Yeah. She can't sing. She ain't in my top. Beyonce ain't Stephanie Mills. She ain't Patti LaBelle. She ain't Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. She ain't the Adele. But that's my opinion. That she might be your Adele. She might be your Whitney Houston. That's my opinion. I told my homeboys, Chris Brown is on the level of Michael Jackson. They like, you crazy, you disrespecting the king. The Thriller album did this. I'm telling you something I feel, and I'm telling you something that Michael Jackson told Chris Brown himself. Mike was a fan of Chris Brown and told Chris Brown, I like everything you do, how you sing, how you represent, and how you perform. I'm a big fan of yours. That's huge. Keep up the work, Breezy. A lot of people don't like Drake. Do I think Drake is my favorite rapper in the world? No. Everybody know my favorite rapper is Tupac. But you gotta respect Drake because he got more hits than anybody in the history. Do he have enough Grammys, enough hardware? No. Because a lot of things go different ways for different reasons. Now, I'm going to tell you again. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Adele, Stephanie Mills, Shirley Murdoch, Betty Wright, the late great Miss Betty Wright. Those are my favorite singers. Those are the people I believe that are vocalists that have a strong voice and a strong thing. For y'all, for all y'all who think that my opinion don't matter, come get your Come get your on this. Yourself, cause you ain't gonna me.
Let's stop there.
Okay.
You want to go first? Who wants to go first?
No more, but let me know y'all.
Who wants to go first?
I do.
She.
Mine's
Go
short.
ahead, Steph. Ladies first, please.
So first and foremost, Beyonce is not any of those people because she's Beyonce.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
She's not a Stephanie Mills. She's not a Mariah. She's a Beyonce. So there's that. Number two, Trick Daddy, which is his stage name. Are we taking advice from Trick Daddy? He can have his opinion.
The name is still not justified after all these years.
After all these years.
After all these years, still.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, and that's his opinion, as he stated. Isaac, you want to chime in on that Trick Daddy?
Let's start with being fair. That's his opinion. We can all agree. We all have opinions, right? Fair enough. If Beyonce couldn't sing, she wouldn't be selling out world tours of just dancing. The woman can sing. She may not be, like you said, Pavielle. The woman can sing. However you want to slice it, the woman can sing. Let her have her moment. I'm not a big Beyonce fan. I'm the first to tell you that. But I will never say she can't sing. We've all heard her sing.
Yeah,
right.
He sounds crazy to say that she can't sing. Yeah, that sounds.
Have we heard her sing? I mean, I could have swore I've heard Beyonce sing before. So,
yeah,
I don't know what that means. Like, is that a real opinion? Like, we all know she can sing.
I think for him, it's one of those things. It's just like you haven't been relevant in a while. The last we heard from you was about you having lupus, and now you're back talking about Beyonce. We've seen what happens to people when they go for Beyonce. We've seen what happens. I mean, Carrie Hilson is still not recovered. You know, I love her music. I love
don't
Carrie
say
Hilson,
that.
her writing
I love
ability,
Carrie
but she's
Hilson.
still not recovered. She's beautiful still to this day. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
I love Carrie Hilson.
Don't touch certain things. Believe
if I were
the
rich,
mantle, you know?
if I were rich with any type of power, I would have went up to Carrie Hilson a long time ago. She'd have been my wife by now. She would have been my wife.
You don't like Janet and well, you like Mary.
I like Carrie Hilson though. I'll be the first one to say that. I like everything that she represents in her physical features. Anyways,
don't
so go ahead.
Get attacked by the Beyhive now. We're talking about her.
As far as Chris Brown and Michael, we all know that's what's been said a long time ago. Now, I think that Chris Brown he was caught in a world that he wasn't comfortable with. Okay, it all went down in a tragic way, but in a sense, it freed him to be who he actually is, and that's who he is now. So, you know, is he talented? He's extremely next level talented. There's not many people like him, and that's fair to say, right?
Yeah. Well,
fair.
It's fair to say I mean, that's fair. I think we all can agree on that. We all agreed that he was definitely way the hell off with Beyonce not being able to sing. Like, just
I don't know what that is.
Go back.
Hold on. And didn't he say something about Jay-Z?
Huh?
What did he say about Jay-Z? Like him not being the greatest or whatever.
No,
and that's
I didn't
fine.
hear that in this clip. Did he go into that? He said that in this go round too.
I read a caption. I didn't get into it. I was watching it about Jay-Z. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to be into no negativeness. It's not real. Allegedly, but Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy.
This is Beyonce and Jay-Z. So it says he blasted Jay-Z. I guess there's more foolishness to his clip. Well, I can't take any more.
I just think he's trying to some attention.
It is reported that Trina, beautiful Trina, shout out Trina, distances herself from Trick Daddy after he dissed Beyonce. So
as she should.
I'm pretty sure Trina doesn't want any type of involvement with that.
We don't want to, like Beyonce or not, you don't want to step into that realm of problems with Beyonce. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
You know what I
You should
mean?
keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
People ain't playing when it comes to Beyonce. They love Beyonce. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is.
That's
So
it.
stay away from it.
Two more things. Two more things
Death to your
before
career.
Two more things. Yeah. Two more things before I let you guys go. One is Kanye West is suing Walmart.
I
Have you
saw
guys
that.
seen that foam shoe that he's created? It looks
Yes.
like a little with little spaces on the sides. Okay. You guys will see the visual clip. We'll drop it.
And he'll win too. He'll win too.
$75 Kanye West is selling the foam runner for in 2019. It made his debut in June of 2020, selling out instantly for $75. Walmart has released something that looks I will say it looks exactly like it.
Exactly.
For $24.49 called the Dayful Men's and Women's Kids Summer Beach Shoes Foam Runner Anti-Slipper Sandals Casual Beige.
Would you rock it though?
That's the whole fucking Walmart name. To be honest with you,
It looks just like his
I
shoe.
would get the Walmart pair and not give a fuck. I would.
And that's why he's gonna win the lawsuit. Because you'd rather get the Walmart pair because it's cheaper. He's gonna win that lawsuit.
It's
They
a
stole that man's whole shoe.
shoe. Have you seen
it? Walmart was like, I'm guessing Walmart was like, this is an ugly ass shoe.
It's ugly.
So if we sell it for less, it's almost close to a clog. What they call clog or smog? What do they call
It's not even a clog.
Clog.
Like 30 years from now.
Yeah, it's very much
It's a futuristic clog.
Futuristic, but for them to sell it for $24, I would be suing too. So Kanye West claims Walmart could be costing Yeezy hundreds of millions of dollars in sales by doing this.
You better believe it, because I bet you Walmart's about to sell out today.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna
hold on.
Kanye's gonna get every dime though. He's gonna get.
So hold on. Did Kanye make the $6 billion already? Is he a billionaire, or is that real? So he is $6 billionaire guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
Wow.
Yeah, he's there. So he's gonna get that bread.
Oh, we're gonna get that money.
Yeah. It's been so much going on in the Kanye, Kardashian, Drake realm. Not really Drake, but Kanye has had a hot year. I'm waiting for some hot music.
$6 billion though.
Yeah.
Kanye made $6 billion.
He was in Forbes. He was in Forbes earlier this year. Mm-hmm. And he did this like during COVID. Because he was at the first billion, I think, last year. Yeah, so he doesn't, I don't think he shares ownership with that company either. So, I mean, there's some acquisitions around it.
People have gotten rich over the pandemic. The pandemic has made some millionaires.
Yeah.
It made some millionaires.
Wealthy people made a lot of money.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say, and when you're that wealthy and you're smart, you have your attorneys and shit in line where you in cases like this. Before we bounce up out of here, we mentioned Hot Girl Summer last episode. It looks like, Isaac, this is officially the Hot Girl Summer. It's been reported that Meg Thee Stallion has dropped her new swimwear line. But good, clean, fun, all that good stuff. More importantly, though, I want to chat about the beef with her and now the baby, who were once cool over their last few features that they've done. If you guys remember, and are fans of either the baby or Megan Thee Stallion, they've done Cash Shit.
People for what?
Cry Baby.
What's that I'm saying?
Let's take it back. Back earlier this year or in the last year, you guys remember, listen, I'm going to make it quick. Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion. Allegedly. Shot Meg Thee Stallion. Yes.
Careful.
Tory Lanez allegedly shot
Tory out here living his life. He's like,
right?
Never happened. It almost never happened with Tory
Stallion
Lanez.
and the baby are recording these songs and showing love to each other. Meg said that she had a personal, she said this on her Twitter. You guys can check that out, viewers and listeners. She said in her tweet, yo, you told me when we had basically quoted, you told me when we chatted on a personal tip that was bad business and you wouldn't release the song with him that you recorded with Tory. That's what she told the baby. Meg Thee Stallion told the baby. So the baby and Tory Lanez recorded a song previous to him allegedly shooting Megan in the foot.
Okay.
Megan and the baby had a conversation outside of this and was like, yo, Meg was like, I don't think you should do that song or drop that shit with him. The baby said, no, I think that's weak. That's bad business. So that's not good business.
Right.
It's been reported that allegedly he shot her in the foot. Anyway, shot in the foot. Now, fast forwarding. a few days ago, Tory Lanez releases a track with the baby. The baby says he knew nothing about it. He didn't give clearance for the track to be released. Meg Thee Stallion went on Twitter saying like that was pretty much fake, and that was just it goes against what you said, and you know. So then her and the baby going back and forth. The baby said something about don't let the industry or Illuminati fool you into thinking that this is a type of anyway.
I'm sorry. He mentioned the Illuminati.
He did.
Who was it? Oh, okay.
So the baby said, "Don't let the Illuminati fool you."
I'm going to give you a specific.
Please, because that needs to be specific. I need some clarity on that.
Did he delete his tweet after that?
Right.
Because I'm like, boy.
So and
getting into the middle of the night.
The baby says, I don't know what type of Illuminati shit Twitter got going on. I ain't retweeted nothing but ball if I want to promo. I really ain't retweet that silly shit.
Okay.
Then once people start tagging me, so what happened is, I guess the baby is saying the song that him and Tory Lanez did.
Yeah.
He didn't repost that album cover or whatever that was. He's saying that Twitter did that. So he's referring to Twitter as the Illuminati, saying that he didn't repost that.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
So is he trying to say that his account was hacked?
Yes, in better terms, his account was hacked. He said, I really ain't retweet that silly shit. Then once people start tagging me and I saw it, I tried to delete it and undo the retweet. Twitter didn't let me. Type of shit y'all want.
That's not how Twitter works, babe.
Illuminati.
Megan said, support me in private and publicly. Do something different. These industry men are very strange. This situation ain't no damn beef, and I really wish people would stop downplaying it like it's some internet shit for likes and retweets. Megan then went on to say, my stance hasn't changed at all. Yours has. We already spoke about this in private, and you specifically said, that ain't even no good business move. Why would I promote that shit? Speaking about the song with him and Tory Lanez. He then went on to say, but now this ain't your beef. That ain't real, but you say, no, this is Megan. That ain't even no good business move. Why would I promote that shit? But now this ain't your beef, ? That ain't no, but you stay on your business, my G. Anyway, the baby ended with, you didn't let these folks get the best of you, thug. I don't got no bad energy for you. You know, like I know, I ain't no industry nigga. Let them fool you into thinking that you tripping. Stand on what you stand on without feeling like I'm against you. Stay focused, my G. Anyway,
this is too much. What do the words mean? I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of nothing.
I think we're gonna talk about this in our next episode. Can you be friends or associated with somebody that does not fuck with you? That you used to fuck with? Can you fuck with somebody that fucks with somebody that you don't fuck with?
Okay, so by proxy, like that friend is working with somebody that you don't mess with anymore?
Correct.
Listen.
This is my life. I mean,
I don't know about the industry, but I'll tell you right now. In my life, if I got an enemy and you're my friend, you can't be friends with that person. That's in my personal opinion. If we're that close, you know what I'm saying. But they're not very close to us. I don't.
So I think that
business.
But guess what? Business friends.
That's what I'm saying.
Business friends. At the end of the day, they're not real friends. Y'all are working for the same goal.
I didn't grow up with you. I don't know you. I didn't know you. Like, I met you when I was a grown ass person for business. That's way different than being with somebody who you call family and then becoming friends with somebody that you don't talk to. That's way different.
But at the end of the day, he's an artist. He can't. There's so many people that he feeds. There's so many people that are telling him what to do. She should not expect that he blindly have blind allegiance towards her because of what happened to her when she won't even really address what happened. I mean, herself. It's like, if you want to persecute him, go all the way, and I support you in that. But when it comes down to our business decisions, we all got to eat over here, and if that's what we're doing, that's what we're doing. Because you need to raise a stink about this. Like, she wouldn't even fully address.
We don't know what's really
happening. Yeah, so give us all of that, and then we'll jump in line and we'll support you, and we'll carry the torch that he's someone that no one should mess with. But if you're not willing to put it out there, I'm not going to sit here and not make money or because of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
that's good.
It makes sense to me.
I mean, I heard a story from a close industry friend that ain't quite the way it went down. Ain't quite the way it went down.